Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here in Coventry. Delighted to be joined by Adam Smith and Sophie Alisch of the Summit Sport team. I've spoke to Adam kind of in depth before about this venture with Summit Sport, and you're one of the fighters. So first of all, I'll pass the mic to Adam. How much of a talent have we got on our hands with Sophie? Because I know I've heard about her for years. We've seen her in the ring, certainly on these shores, and it's really exciting, isn't it?
Really, really exciting, and I think people don't know how good she is, and also what a wonderful young woman she is. I've got to know Sophie over the last few months, and she's got a brilliant family. That's the first thing, and most important thing. She's based over in Mallorca now. She's loving where she is. She's still young at 22. She's undefeated in 9. She was a brilliant amateur in the German system, and before that she was a great tennis player. So she's a great athlete. She's very competitive. She's got a huge Instagram following. She's fabulous to be around, and we just need to get her back in the ring and back rolling. I know she wants to become a world champion. I believe she'll become a world champion. She's got terrific fighters in and around the featherweight division. And, we're right behind her. I think she's a gem. I really do. I think she's a diamond. And, I'm not just saying that because I'm sat next to her. She knows what I think, and we speak regularly. So I'll let you talk to Sophie. But, yeah, I've been around the business a long time, and I've enjoyed sort of mentoring people like Savannah Marshall and others. What I see in Sophie is incredible potential. So I'm really, really excited that she's joined Summit, and I can be a small part of her journey.
Sophie, how much confidence does that fill you with when you've got the likes of Adam Smith, Ollie, who's behind us, the whole team at Summit Sport, who's really going to get behind you now and push for these massive fights? Because as Adam said, you are a gem.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel really honored to hear these kind of words, especially from Adam. With Adam, of course, I have really someone by my side who's guiding me through my career now. And also with Summit Sports, I have a great management by my side. And it's for me really, really happy to hear, of course. It motivates me.
It's been a while since you was last in your ring. I think I was actually at your last fight against Gemma Reg. Great performance. I bet you've got itchy knuckles now, haven't you?
Well, I think when it would be 3-minute rounds, the first round could maybe have already ended. But it was a great fight. It was really, really nice to stand in the ring. It was a lot of fun. Also with Gemma, it was really cool really good to fight against her, and I can't wait to be back in the ring, to be honest.
Adam, when you kind of look at Sophie, her pedigree, her talent, as well as kind of her following on social media, I've only got to go through 3 posts on TikTok and I'm seeing Sophie everywhere. She's a promoter's dream, isn't she? And you've only got to get that contract signed, and I'm assuming it will be full steam ahead.
I think she is a dream, I really do, and she's everywhere on social, but she wants to be a fighter. She is a fighter. She wants to be a world champion, and I think the most important thing is getting Sophie back into a ring. I talked to Gemma Rueg's team a while ago, and they said that Gemma feels she's the best she's ever been in with. Of course it is, because Gemma's fought everybody. What I've seen from Sophie in the ring is really impressive, but I've been so impressed with her outside of the ring, and when you guys get to know her really well, and when you see her back and flying and fighting and exciting the public, doing what she does best, I think though that Instagram following is going to double and treble. And you say she's a promoter's dream. I think she is. She's young, she's hungry, she's dedicated, she's motivated. Boxing's a tough journey, and she's already faced a bit of adversity outside of the ring. She's had her injuries. She's knuckled down, and she really wants to get going again. And being 22 and being with us now, I really do think there's an opportunity that we can really tell a great story. And I think Sophie, over the next few years, will grow into becoming an experienced fighter. I think she will become a world champion. I think she's got great rivalries out there with the likes of Sky and of Raven and of Karis. And, one step at a time, let's get her a promotional deal. She's here in Coventry to meet Izzy and the team at GBM. And even without my GBM hat on, I believe it's a great fit for Sophie. GBM are really making moves now, a great new partnership, a multi-fight deal with DAZN. And that really is interesting for Sophie because she's obviously an international fighter, a German but based in Spain. She speaks great English. She's fantastic, and I think that she'll be a global attraction. So I think DAZN and GBM's a good fit. So we need to sit down with Izzy and see if we can iron out a deal. But Sophie's going to be ringside in Coventry tomorrow night, and she's going to taste the GBM atmosphere and shows for the first time in person. She's seen it obviously on stream, and I think she's going to be really impressed, and I think she's going to want to jump on the GBM train. But everything's got to be right, and from a manager's point of view, we've got to make sure it is the right deal and that everything is right for Sophie, because she's our priority. Sophie is the one I want to help and guide, and she's got to get a good deal and a contract, and let's hope we can make it happen.
Sophie, whilst Adam rightly said you've got to go step by step, but I bet you can't wait to get your teeth into these rivalries, as he said. Karis, Sky, Raven, you're coming over, you're fighting in the UK where these fighters are based, and they are excellent fights to happen, not next, but when the time's right.
Yes, of course, there are potentially really good fights in the future. I'm an athlete, I want to compete against the best. Like Adam said, first it's really important to get back to the ring, to collect more ring IQ. That's really important for me, especially because I'm so young. I'm 22, I always forget that. Of course, with Sky Nicholson, Raven Chapman, they are really, really great girls, and that could be potential fights in the future, of course, yeah.
She's so mature, isn't she, for a 22-year-old? It's fantastic, and that's great, and that's credit to her family, lovely family. She's got 2 sisters. There's lots of animals on the farm in Mallorca. It's a great place to go, and she's a great young woman, and it's a pleasure to be representing an athlete who is as dedicated and as hungry, and she's already inspirational. She's inspirational to me, right? So. Yeah, it's going to be a great partnership, and I just can't wait for that moment when she becomes a world champion down the line. I don't know when it's going to be. We've got to take it step by step. Sophie's bright, right? She needs more ring IQ. She needs to learn. It's all very well doing it in training and sparring in the amateurs against the fighters that you're meant to beat, right? But the names that I mentioned earlier, the likes of Raven and of Sky and of Karis, they're very, very good fighters, and we've got to be absolutely ready for that moment when we get those calls. And I believe that they'll come, and I believe that Sophie will get back in a ring, hopefully in September time, and maybe fight a couple more times in 24, and then 2025 is going to be a massive year for Sophie Alisch.
Sophie, obviously you're from Germany, speak great English. You don't just want to be a star over here or in Germany. You want to be a global star, don't you? And you want to be a phenomenon. You're only 22 years old. You can take this female game, which is thriving, by the way, to the next level.
Yes, of course. I think I could be, or that's definitely a goal, to be also inspiration for other girls, younger girls, who maybe also want to, step into the ring, and that's for me really important, to motivate other girls my age, younger age. That's really important, to be a role model for the girls, and I think we're doing the right steps, and now it's just we just need the right timing, and we can go on.
And I think it's great that Sophie's jumped on a plane to come over here to Coventry on her own. We're here for her and we represent her, but she really wants this. She wants this to happen. She wants it to happen now. She's fit. She's raring to go. Those hills of Mallorca are tough. She keeps trying to beat her times, and we want a fight date. We want a green light for go and something to really home in on. We're gonna, when we finish this interview, we're gonna sit down with Izzy and the team and see what we can work out, because it'd be great if Sophie's ringside tomorrow in Coventry, and potentially she could be a brand new part of the GBM and DAZN story. So let's see what we can muster up.
Sophie, I'll leave the last word with you. In an ideal world, I know that can sometimes be fictitious in boxing, but where are you going to be in 12 months' time?
12 months. Okay. Of course, we never know what's going to happen. But yeah, I want to get more fights. I want to be busy. I want to improve. I want to show myself in the ring. That's really, really important. And because I work really, really hard every day. And of course, I want to show my hard work I put in every day. I want to show that in the ring. And hopefully then in 12 months, when the timing is right, a title fight or something. But of course, I need the right promoter by my side. That's really important. I have a great management. I have a lovely family. And I think that these are the great conditions to be
Absolutely, and I know you want to leave the final word to Sophie, but I would just say as well that she's got this huge following on Instagram, and she adores doing that, but it's not what she's just about. She's a fighter, she's a boxer, and it's been frustrating for her over the past few months because she hasn't been able to fight, and now we've got to get her back in a ring, and so you're going to see a lot of those Instagram followers go up because of her boxing, and that's the most important thing for me and for her, is that people see her now as a true fighter, because she's a real athlete. She's undefeated, she's dangerous, she's coming to get all of those names we've talked about. She's going to become a world champion, and we just need the opportunity to get her rolling again in the ring, and you'll see in 12 months' time where we are, and I think we're going to be in a very, very good place.
Excellent. I'm sure I speak for everyone that we can't wait to see you in the ring once again. Pleasure speaking to you, Sophie. Adam, thank you very much as always, and hopefully we'll get some fight news very, very soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joe.
Cheers. Thank you, Sophie. Cheers.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.